as a party, you haven't kind of let off after the mandate where you got a clear win. You're going after gender. You are now coming up with the Food Security Act. So you're clearly aggressively pursuing your politics where you're capturing more and more political space. So I was curious because the budget, this is not the normal time of the budget, but it has come at this time because of the elections. So what is the kind of role that the budget can also play in fostering your political agenda?
Eventually, what we are attempting to do is lay down a broad architecture of what the direction has to be. Gender budgeting, or in fact people have even gone so far as to suggest that there should be budgeting specifically for children as to how much is really being spent on those generations which are going to be India's tomorrow. Similarly, there are various other issues. For example, you mentioned the Food Security Act. I think what we are essentially trying to do at this point in time is build the legal architecture, and then we will obviously put flesh onto it. And it would have to be done keeping in view the resources which are available. And you see, the Food Security Act has to dovetail itself into a very major reform of the public distribution system. Because one thing that we've experienced over the past 62 years is that the public distribution system leaks like a sieve.
To sum up, so clearly you're looking ahead at a budget which is not going to be kind of big bang in terms of spending because of the fiscal constraints. And you're saying going to be sober about the reforms message. But how do you think this will play with the stock market?
Well, I am not going to second guess the finance minister because I think that's a very hazardous thing to do. And especially a finance minister who, has eons of experience. So therefore, it's very hazardous for spokespersons to try and second guess them, especially when the budget is around the corner. But my own sense, and I'm not saying this as the Congress spokesperson, I speak for myself, that my own instinct is that given the manner in which the Congress is structured, we transform into a natural party of governance when we are in power. In fact, the critique of most of our cadres is that we become super bureaucrats once we are in government. But I guess probably that sobriety is very important to run a nation as complex and diverse as India.
We'll close on that.
Thanks.
Thank you.